What's up, guys? It's Motorco here, and in this video we're going to be talking Chapter 3, Part 1, Scholar, and some of the new cards that came out. So there's a lot to cover here. I'm going to try and get to it as much as possible. I might do some skipping around. I apologize, and I'm going to try and give out as much possible information as I can. So let's start with Chapter 3, Part 1. Okay. So you start down here at the last stand, you work your way over to the wind command post. You go all the way around the wind command post, and then you get the wind item. And then once you get the wind item, the wind keep unlocks, and you can get the treasure chest there. I think it's like 3 ability tickets or something like that. Anyways, from there you can either choose to go right or left. I went left and up, and if you choose to go right and down, I mean, you still have to get over here and do this side as well, but that's a different portion of the map that I haven't unlocked, so I have no idea what you have to do down here. I'm assuming it's some sort of farming thing, because up here on the top left, you have these bosses that you have to farm. It's really, really annoying, because the main reason I say that is because these bosses, you have to defeat an area before the boss appears, and then you have to defeat the boss. So it's like, it's just so long. So, and plus you need 5 of these things, these little hides. They're behemoth hides. And then you can get into the let's see, you need to get the into the water keep so that you can unlock the water keep, get the water item. Once you have the water, earth, air, fire items, you can move into the final area, which is the garrison command, and into the Queen's Keep. Finish the map, and then unlock the Infinite Arena. I want to say it's back here. I'm not 100% sure about that. We'll see. So that's kind of Chapter 3, Part 1 in a nutshell. There's a lot of people playing around with new jobs and stuff. I pulled 2 jobs. I plan on pulling the rest of the jobs sometime later this month, so I'll have them eventually. But for right now, I have Scholar because that's the job I managed to land. On top of, I also pulled Dark Knight. I don't plan on touching Dark Knight at all. So, anyways, so let's go over some of these auto abilities that it has. It has Clutch Veil. It has Heal Drive, Fire and Wind plus 2%. So when you drive your fire orbs and your wind orbs, you get 2% hit points back. And since this job has such high hit points, 2% is quite a bit. It's like 400 or 500 heal. So that might not seem like a lot, but if you just drive one orb, you get 2% hit points. So, basically, you have the potential to be able to get somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 6% of your hit points back in one turn, and that's pretty good considering that it's a free ability. Basically, it just costs you an action. So what else do we have? We have the attack and break power and magic. Those are all plus the enhanced water. Those are all abilities off of my cards. The resist water is a Scholar thing. Plus 30% resist water, and it's for this reason, and also because the job has naturally high magic attack, so it's going to be able to break down an orange bar. So because of the resist water and the high magic attack to be able to break orange bars, it's going to be a very useful job for Shiva. The water draw is off of my weapon. Element starter, extended break. Improved critical is plus 30%, so if you do manage to crit, it's going to hurt, and it's going to do a lot of damage, so that's very good. The rest of these are pretty standard stuff, guys. The area element drives. Now, what I have not been able to figure out or ascertain as of yet is whether or not you actually get the heal for driving in multiplayer for the party. Um, Obviously, you get the hard orb heal. I get that. But I'm talking about the wind and the fire orbs. If you drive wind or fire, do you also get heals for that for the party? That'd be pretty interesting to find out. I will find that out and get that out to you guys as soon as possible. Um, I I, I want to keep going with chapter 3, and that's why I haven't done multiplayer yet. So, anyways, let's look at the stats. Go over the stats real fast. So it's got high hit points, pretty good attack, pretty good magic attack, low crit. Speed is same as every other class. Well, every other new class, and the defense is nil, which makes no sense considering this is a defender job. But hey, whatever. So that's pretty much it for Scholar as well. Um, if you guys are interested in this job, it's a great single player job. Um, I don't know where its usefulness lies in multiplayer. Defenders have been kind of ostracized in the meta right now, and because of that reason, I'm not sure if people are going to be willing to bring one. Personally, my personal opinion is that this is a very viable job in multiplayer because it has such high magic attack that it can help break orange bars on top of all the other things that defenders do, which is extremely useful. And those taunt abilities are going to hit orange bars extremely hard. And I really feel like that coupled with the Prismatic Shift and the High Break Ultimate um, gives a lot of utility to this job that other defenders don't have. And for that reason, it's usable in multiplayer. And I would argue to say that it's a very good idea to bring a Scholar for Shiva, simply because of everything that it will do for the party. Uh, it can also use Hecton Chair, so it can do debuffs for the party and other things. It's going to be like basically a utility toolkit that you can kind of bring along. And instead of having, the entire party focus all about damage and finishing the fight quickly, you bring a defender, have just a little bit more sustain. The fight might last 2 or 3 turns longer, but you guys are almost guaranteed to win, especially because of all the utility that this thing is bringing along. I think, let's see, let's cover the cards real fast that are out. So we have these new cards, this Purifier. I've already augmented it to 3 stars. It comes at 2. I plan on leveling it up to level 4 and using this for my Berserk until Susano actually comes out, and then I'll put it into Susano. But this is a very good card, guys. Berserk is an extremely good ability. It adds 50% damage to the it adds 50% damage, but it lowers your defense. So you take more damage, but you also do a lot more damage. And this is the Pure Wind is the haste ability. I have not been able to augment this yet. This requires fiery gems and the Mind Flayer item. And I don't have enough of them to augment this just yet, but I do plan on getting this to 3 stars and leveling it all the way up so that way I have access to haste before Hermes comes out. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, guys. Because this has lasting moons as well, it will last for 5 turns and it will have 100% uptime, which is very useful. These bombs right here drop. These are how you level up your force cards. So if you haven't leveled up your force cards, definitely augment these and use them to level up your force cards. I went the ability ticket route because of the Tyro farming right now and the fact that support cards are so cheap to level up with ability tickets. But you can, if you really want to, you can go the augmentation route and farm these lesser ice bombs if you feel like you need to save your ability tickets for later on. I will say this, though, that these force cards are extremely important going into the future. They're augmentable, and they are definitely worth leveling up, guys. I think I've hit on that in my last like 3 or 4 or maybe 5 videos, so I can't stress that enough. If you guys want to know what Behemoth does, it's the main target AoE ice for Warrior. So if you plan on getting this card for whatever reason, then it's a good idea to augment this to 3 stars. I'm not concerned with it right now, so I'm not going to bother. There's also some other various abilities that come out, including Ice Sword and some of the Warrior Ice abilities as well that are very important to farm. Also, there's Fire if you have any inclination to leveling up leveling up your Fire spell. I don't, so I'm not going to. Matter of fact, I'll probably fuse that card into another card at some point in the future. Anyways, so that's kind of where I'm at right now, guys, and what's going on in the game. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll try to get to them as soon as possible. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informative. If you feel like I'm not giving you guys enough information, or you feel like I'm not giving you the right information, please let me know. I have received some critique about that, and I will try to do my best to fix it in the future. I want to keep putting out good content for you guys. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you guys next video.